What's going on, everybody? Jordan here. I'm back for another video. In this video, I'm going to be doing a full review on one of Samsung's latest smartphones, the Samsung S21 FE, discussing what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and whether or not I think it could be a good option for some people. Off the top, I definitely do recommend it. It's been pretty solid in the few months I've had this. I've had it since June, but it's definitely been solid. It'll run you 670 Canadian for the base model, which is what I have here. That's 128 gigabytes of storage and 6 gigabytes of RAM, and then there's also a higher spec version with double storage, so 256 gigabytes of storage and then 8 gigabytes of RAM, and that one will cost you 800 Canadian from Samsung directly, probably 6 something and 7 something US. Just look up converter for that. If you're in the US, yeah, let's take a closer look at what the Samsung S21 FE has to offer. Alrighty, yeah, so the Samsung S21 FE has a sleek and stylish design. It's also functional and slim profile with vibrant colors as well, which I'll pop up different photos of the color options that are available. There's white, green, gray, and a few others. Definitely sure to turn heads wherever you go. The phone also boasts a large and vibrant 6.4-inch 120Hz AMOLED display, which definitely makes for a great viewing experience. It's also very durable thanks to Gorilla Glass thickness on the front, and the back is made of high-quality plastic, which still allows for wireless charging, which I was surprised by when I first got this, but it definitely does work, and I've used that quite often. That is fast wireless charging as well. Yeah, next let's talk about the performance of this device. Yeah, when it comes to performance, the Samsung S21 FE definitely is a powerhouse. It's got an octa-core processor and either 6 gigabytes or 8 gigabytes of RAM with 120 or 256 gigabytes of storage, like I said earlier. Yeah, and this phone can definitely handle whatever you throw at it, whether it's gaming or photo editing or even some video editing, just general web browsing, streaming videos. Definitely can keep up with anything that you needed to do. Yeah, next let's talk about some cool features that this device has. Yeah, and the Samsung S21 FE has a lot of cool features, including wireless power share. With that, you can put something on the back of the phone, like earbuds, for example, or one of the new Samsung Galaxy watches, and charge that device. Yeah, so you go into settings, you'll be able to see it here. Just type it in, power sharing, there you go. And you scroll down to wireless power sharing, make sure that's on. And that's how you do that. Got my AirPods Pro here, which have wireless charging built in. Take the case off just to make it easier, and then you just put them on top, and there you go, charging. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a nice handy feature to have. Typically it works best with smaller devices like earbuds or watches. It does work with other phones as well, but you're just not going to get much use out of that, and it's going to be a pretty slow charge, but that is a cool feature to have. Another one is multitasking, which I'll show you now. Yeah, so you can run 2 different apps. So say settings, and then you just press on the top of it, open in split screen view, and then you select another app. Let's go to calculator, for example. There you go. You have 2 apps running at the same time. You interact with both at the same time, as you're seeing there. So that's pretty cool. You need to look something up and do some calculations, or you're watching. And you can also do picture-in-picture at the same time as this is happening. So watch a video and run 2 different apps at the same time, which is pretty cool. Definitely a handy feature to have. Next is the in-display fingerprint sensor. It's hard to demonstrate with screen recording, but it's built into the screen. So you can kind of see the outline there. Press right there. It's pretty quick as long as you're in the right spot. Or you also do have Face ID, which works with the selfie camera, obviously, and that works pretty quick. Definitely a lot of cool features. You also do have Samsung DeX, which works either wirelessly or wired. So with that, you can wirelessly or wired connect to, like for example, my Samsung M8 Smart Monitor has this built in. So plug it in or do it wirelessly and turn the phone into the trackpad for like a computer-like experience, which is all powered by the phone, but you can still use your phone for other stuff as well, which is pretty handy. There's some cool demos for that out there. I know Flossie Carter has one, so I'll link that down below. Better demonstration of that. That's pretty cool as well. Yeah, so that's some cool features on the Samsung S21 FE. Next, let's talk about the cameras that this has. Alrighty, so next let's talk about the cameras. So hop into the camera app here. You can see it's on portrait video right now by default. Yeah, so you got portrait mode, which obviously works on the front and the rear cameras. Standard, you can adjust the effect strength, make it minimal, significant, high key mono, low key mono, backdrop, color point. Let's do high key mono. So it doesn't always work. You just have to adjust the framing. Typically works better with a person, with a face. There's regular photo mode, you have the ultra wide, and then 1, 2, 3, up to 10 times, 20, 30 times zoom. So lots of different zoom options. And you got video mode, and then you got more. So with that, there's pro mode, pro video. So with those two, you can adjust the ISO and the aperture and all that sort of thing. single take, which does video, photos from all the different cameras, a bunch of different things. You have night mode, so obviously taking photos at night. Food, so you're taking pictures of food. Panorama, super slow-mo, slow motion, hyperlapse, portrait video, and dual recording. Dual recording is pretty cool, so you can show your environment as well as yourself. So as I'm doing right now, it's pretty cool. So you can kind of like, this is cool for if you're vlogging, and obviously flip it sideways and do it like that as well. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Go back out and add more modes. If you want to have access to more, you can just drag and drop, say night mode, put that in here. Portrait video, why not? Throw that in there too, do a recording. Yeah, so lots of different customizable options with this camera. And then also on the top you have your settings, your scene optimizer, scan QR codes, watermark, all that sort of thing. Lots of different options, auto HDR, tracking autofocus, grid lines, shooting methods. Yeah, and then you have the flash, so you can either have an auto or manual, or on the timer if you want to set this up and do a timer. As you're seeing, it also tells you if you're level, which is pretty cool. And you can set it to either full screen for the photos, or 1:1, or 9:16, or 3:4. So just adjust the aspect ratio, so more of a square. 9:16 or 3:4. I have it on full because that's the way I like shooting. You have the filters mode, so warm, cool, lolly, frosty, blossom, ivory, lots of others. Grayscale, black and white. Yeah, so lots of different options. A vignette, that's pretty cool. Scroll back to the original. Yeah, you can do some like beauty adjusting ones, or like adjust the tone, your jawline, eyes, that sort of thing. So I haven't messed around with that stuff too much. Yeah, that's a look at the camera. I'll have some samples next before we talk about the battery life. So check out those. There'll be some videos and photos with the different modes, but pretty solid camera overall. Definitely enjoyed using this. Definitely continue to use it for the foreseeable future. Next, let's talk about the battery life on this phone. Alrighty, yeah, so with the battery life, initially it wasn't great for me, especially the standby time, but with some software updates that I've gotten, as well as the adapted battery, kind of like getting more used to how I use the phone, definitely has gotten a lot better in the last little while. It's got a 4500 milliamp battery, so pretty solid size. It does have fast charging as well, fast wireless charging and fast wired charging, and with the wired charging, it goes 0 to 50 in around 30 minutes. Samsung's own website. Next, let's check out some cases for this phone, and then let's wrap up this video. Alrighty, yeah, so a bunch of different cases. Got stuff like the outer box. This is the Symmetry, I believe. I'll have a link down below, as well as there are a couple others that I won't be able to find links for, but I'll have some alternatives that you can get on Amazon. Yeah, so good solid protective case. Use this one quite a lot. And you've got the Samsung wallet case, which has the little window for seeing your notifications and all that sort of thing. Obviously your cutouts on the top and the bottom, USB-C, microphone, speaker, buttons on the side, camera cutouts and flash. Yeah, pretty cool case. I wish it came with a spot, like a thing to hold it closed. It's the only thing I don't like about this case, but otherwise it's pretty good. And then this is another wallet option that I got at a store near me. You can find all kinds of these online. It's a wallet case, but it does have the clasp to keep it closed. The magnets, got a spot for some cards as well. Even attach a lanyard there as well, which is pretty cool. We've got this one's from Tech21, I believe, just a kind of a smoky gray case. It's grippy but still hard. It does have a scratch on it, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. And then there's a clear case, simple clear case, which obviously does show fingerprints. It's got the same cutouts and buttons and all that sort of thing. This one looks really good with the white phone. So obviously you can display that, which is pretty cool. And then you've got this kind of rugged red case, which I got from a store near me. I don't love the buttons on this one. It's the only thing I don't like about them. I just don't find that they're clicky enough. They are very similar, so it's hard to distinguish which one is which. But yeah, that's a few cases for the Samsung S21 FE. Obviously it does have wireless charging, so I'll link some good wireless chargers down below as well. Some fast charging bricks, because it doesn't come with one in the box. It just comes with the USB-C to C cable. Yeah, without further ado, let's wrap up this video. Alrighty, yeah, so to wrap up this video, overall the Samsung S21 FE is a really solid phone. Like I said, battery life wasn't great initially, but stick with it over time. It definitely does get better. Yeah, lots of different cool features, really solid cameras, the display is awesome. Speakers are pretty good, fast charging, wired and wireless, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, lots of cool features, lots of cool different camera options and triple camera setup. Yeah, definitely recommend you check out this phone if you're in the market for a new phone but don't want to spend as much as the new like S23 Plus or the S23 Ultra or the Samsung folding phones. It's definitely a good option, especially because you can get this for pretty cheap, especially if you get it through a provider. What I did, I got a really good deal on it. Yeah, thanks for watching this video. Let me know what you thought down below, what phone you're using. If you have this phone or the S20 FE, any other phones, yeah, thanks for watching this video. I'll be back for more soon. Peace.